All right, guys, happy Tuesday to you, and welcome to our NBA free pick video here today for Tuesday, January 18th, 2022. My name is Brock Page, and I do sports picks for free right here on YouTube. And if you want to see which one of these free YouTube picks on my channel that I'm actually betting on personally, the link for my website is in the description section below. And once again, that's brockpage.com. And I'll tell you what, guys, I'm feeling pretty good on a Tuesday morning. I'm feeling much better because we ended up winning 3 of our bets yesterday on that website. And of course, one of those victories was the Miami Heat minus 3.5 against Toronto. That game was being featured as my $1.99 daily best play on brockpage.com. Now, if you want to access today's $1.99 daily best play, it's only going to cost you just $1.99. You're going to get access to the daily best play every single day, all the way through the end of January, for just the one-time fee of $1.99. If you continue to opt in, you get billed the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. So the way that the math would work out, well, if you were to sign up here today for the $1.99 daily best play, it would end up being just 14 cents a day for that daily best play all the way through the end of January. And the link for that pick is in the description section below. But with that, guys, let's go ahead and dive into some free content. We're going to start off with the Timberwolves taking on the Knicks, 7:30 Eastern start time. Minnesota's minus 2.5 on the road with the total at 214. Minnesota lost 2 out of their last 3 ball games, and they've struggled covering the point spread against New York in recent meetings. Having said that, though, Minnesota's still covering the point spread in 62% of their road games this season, and they score more points per contest on the road than any other team in basketball. Karl-Anthony Towns is scoring over 24.5 points a game, 9 rebounds, 3 assists for the center. Now, Towns is also drilling over 41% of his shots from three land. Meanwhile, Anthony Edwards, he's scoring 22 points a night himself, along with 5 boards and 3 assists. Now, when it comes to defensive play in this one, Minnesota's done a pretty nice job guarding the 3 ball. They're currently in the top 10 in the NBA in defensive 3-point percentage. They're taking on a Knicks team who's in the second of a back-to-back here tonight, as they actually lost by double digits to Charlotte yesterday. As a matter of fact, the Hornets held New York to just 87 total points offensively. And speaking of offense, or lack thereof, the Knicks are scoring only 104 points a game, and they currently find themselves in the bottom 5 in shooting from the field. Now, the Knicks also tend to start slow in the second half offensively. They're currently scoring fewer third-quarter points per contest at home than any other team in the NBA. And when it comes to the injury report, Walker and Noel are questionable for the Knicks. Meanwhile, for Minnesota on the other side, it's just McLaughlin who's sitting this one out here tonight in quarantine. And of course, total-wise, 4 out of Minnesota's last 5 got over the line. Now, the Timberwolves are also 15-6 to the over when traveling this year. Plenty of overs for these guys away from home. Meanwhile, New York on the other side saw overs recently with Atlanta, Boston, and Toronto. So with all that said and done, I'm going to lean toward Minnesota minus 2.5 and the over 214. And with that, guys, we're going to jump into our next and final matchup of the show. It is going to be Pistons versus the Warriors. And that's going to be a 10 o'clock Eastern start time. Golden State's minus 15 with the total at 216.5. And despite a really tough stretch of games here recently, the Warriors have actually been virtually unbeatable at the Chase Center this season. Golden State's currently 18-3 in front of their home fans, which is a league best in that category. Now, the Warriors are also covering in over 71% of those home games, and they're currently in the top 3 in the NBA in shooting from 3 land at home. Andrew Wiggins is drilling nearly 43% of his three-pointers this season, 18.5 points a night for Wiggs. Meanwhile, Stephen Curry, of course, he's the team's leading points getter with over 26 a night, along with 6 boards and 6 assists. Now, when it comes to the rebounding in this one, the Warriors are in the top 5 in offensive rebounding per contest. Meanwhile, defensively on the other end of the court, there's been really kind of like no one in the league better than Golden State right now. They're allowing only 99 points per contest at home, which of course leads the entire NBA. Now, the Warriors are also first in the NBA in defensive field goal percentage. They're actually limiting their competition to just 41% shooting from the field at the Chase Center. Those are some pretty impressive numbers with regard to the defensive end of the court. Now, they're taking on a Detroit team who's dead last in the NBA in shooting from the field themselves. And as a matter of fact, the Pistons score fewer points per game on the road than any other team in the association. They're averaging only 100 points a night when they travel. And they're making only 30% of their three-pointers in that same category. Now, one final thing to note here, the Pistons have gotten the W in only 3 out of 21 road games this season, and that is a league worst in that particular category. Now, injury-wise, Grant and Livers are still out indefinitely for the Pistons. Meanwhile, Jackson, he's out for tonight as well. Now, meanwhile, for Golden State on the other side of things, Draymond Green, he's still out indefinitely with a calf. Peyton is also questionable to play as well. When it comes to the total in this one, 4 out of Golden State's last 7 outings fell under the posted total. Those were unders against the likes of Milwaukee, Cleveland, and Dallas during that stretch. The Warriors are also 15-6 to the under at the Chase Center this year. So a lot of unders for this Golden State team. Of course, that's directly related to their really good defensive play. Meanwhile, Detroit, on the other side of things, they saw 4 out of their last 6 outings fall under the total themselves. I'm going to go ahead and lean toward Golden State minus 15 and the under 216.5. And with that, guys, we're going to go ahead and jump into our quick pick recap, powered to you by my website at brockpage.com. I'm going to lean toward Minnesota minus 2.5 over 214. I also like Golden State minus 15 and the under 216.5. And with that, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on brockpage.com. Now, if you guys do end up getting a membership here today on that website, just keep in mind you're going to get billed the day you sign up and then the first of every month if you continue to opt in. So if you end up getting a membership here today on my website, you're going to get access to those picks all the way through the end of January. I always tell folks in virtually every single video, the earlier in the month you sign up, the better. Of course, guys, over the past couple of days, we've struggled. We've lost a good bit of games. I've been a little bit grumpy here on the video. I apologize. I know you guys didn't come here to, see some, disheveled, grouchy guy. So I apologize about that. Sometimes when you lose a bunch of games, it kind of gets under your skin. So I'm glad that we got 3 wins yesterday. I'm feeling much better. And even if we, get back on the losing train, I'm going to do my best to keep those spirits up, because there's nothing worse than a jinx, than a dark cloud around you. So we're going to do a better job. We're going to stay positive, and we're going to get back in the mix. I'm feeling great about my picks here today, my personal bets on brockpage.com. So I think we're there. I think we're really going to turn this thing around. But anyway, guys, most importantly, I got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Got to thank you guys for sticking with me day in and day out watching this content. It's awesome. I love producing it. I love interacting with you guys in the comments section. So once again, gotta thank you guys for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, guys, happy Tuesday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at brockpage.com.